Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. Okay, the reason why I have to make this video because first I do have some things important to do, but it's okay. The process of the learning is still ongoing, right? Okay, so for topic two, we gonna do for creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. For those who can login into the FTL, sorry, the Moodle, please do so. And for those who are asking me whether the new LMS, you still not add me. Okay, for your information, student, I still do not get any of the materials from the Fat Uni lecture, but I try my best to upload those the slides first, and then when the new is ready, I will add you all. Don't forcing me. I will know when is the time. I will add you all, but at the same time, for those who can log in into the Moodle, you may do so. You can explore everything because the materials in terms of the assignment are still waiting from the lecturer. Okay, Fat Uni lecturer to tell me what the assessment all about. Okay, so in this topic, what should have we covered? Okay, in the module content, we have the creativity, innovation, and linking creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. So, for those who are learning with me before in subject entrepreneurship and innovation creation, the slide is almost similar, and you can realize that it's almost like do madam is teaching us the same slide or the same content because the textbook is the same. So actually you take the difficult first and then you take the easy one later. So that is the I want to tell you. So it's okay because you have the basic one in entrepreneurship and invention creation subject, and this one is might be more simple for you. Okay. So in here, the need for creativity, you have to kiss a lots of frogs to find a prince. This is according to Art Fry, inventor of post-it notes at 3M. Do you know post-it notes is something like this? Okay, right? But this is not post-it notes, but this is brand, not brand post-it notes, but this is sticky notes, something like this. How do those people have the idea in order to make these post-it notes, right? You know post-it notes, right? I have to come up with this one. If not, you can imagine what is post-it note. Yeah, this is post-it note. Meaning to say you have a sticky paper in here, you want to write your note in here, right? And then you can come up with a glue in here and then you just stick it. This is in idea, the creativity, because it starts with something you can read from the Google. How does the post stick it note actually start the idea on how they want to make and keep this one. Okay, but remember, one piece can pay for a lot of frogs. So meaning to say, only the one who are the right prince will get the frog, right? Okay, so according to the sources, Economist 1999, Lips on the Feet, a survey of innovation industry. Okay, so basically when we're talking about the creativity, what is creativity? Creativity is and often associated with the arts. Mostly when we're talking about creativity is something like this is the piece of art. You just see like a painting, just you are throw the pen and then suddenly people say, wow, this is the piece of art. When I see that, what is this? Okay, when we are not in the kinds of the art skills, okay, we don't even see that it's a art. But for the art people, so, and people mostly they will see something like we can't imagine what they think in their mind, but that is a creativity for them. Okay, and in business, creativity can be defined as the productions of new and useful ideas. Of course, when you and me, you are a business student, I'm a business lecturer. When we're looking into innovation, when we're looking into the creativity, we want something that in the business that can create an idea, right? So in here, when we're talking about the ideas must fulfill a need in the marketplace and generate profit. Of course, when we want to create the product, we want to create the new services, we want something that can boost. We can make something that wow, something that factors to the marketplace. And the last one, the successful innovative companies do systematically encourage the development of ideas. That's why in the most MNC company or large company, they do have the research and development R&D department. The reason why, as you can see, like Apple company, mostly technology, right? Dell, IBM, Lenovo, or we can see like Apple. even like Samsung, they keep on doing the R&D, even though they have a prominent name, even though they have prominent brand name, but they still also do R&D. That is the things that we have to come across into our mind. Even the big name also keep on doing their excessive and expensive research and development in order to make sure they have the innovative companies. All right, and then this is the three components of the creativity in here. Creativity does not only consist of the creativity thinking. We are not just only solely focused on think out of the box. This is only part of the creativity, but the knowledge and motivation are the two other important elements. Yes, it's true, because when we want to think something, of course we need something, that knowledge, the knowledge that can derive us, that can influence us and driving us to that particular creativity. And the motivation have the two. Of course, the motivation also one factor, because motivation we're talking about intrinsic. Okay, you know, intrinsic, internal factor, internal influence that can boost the motivations of to have the creativity. And let's now look at each of these in more depth. Okay, so creativity thinking is how the people approach the problem and solution. So meaning to say, as I told you before in the previous topic one, if you still remember, when we see the problem, we count out the problem with the opportunities. We don't just see the problem is totally the problem. That is negative thinking. So how we want to actually convert it, how we want to transform it. That's how do we be thinking. So that's why from the problem we're looking into the solutions. The solution is mostly come about how we want to solve the problems. And number two, depends strongly on the individual personality as well as how the person thinks. So thinks or works. So in here, of course, we're talking about the problem solution, and the other one we are talking about the individual personality itself, because how the way they think actually they will drive towards it. And then of course the third one, people are more creative if they feel comfortable disagreeing with others. So meaning to say, when we just keep on follow, this one we call as group thinker, you know. Group thinker meaning to say group think, they based on the majority. If the majority said yes, I agree with the idea, so they may say okay, I will also follow the idea. But the problem is when we want to see how far the people are thinking out of the box, how far the people become more creative, is something like this. Okay, you will not actually influenced by others. You have your own way, you have your own opinion, you have your own idea. And I say that this is a good idea. Maybe in the meeting, right, you might say this is a good idea, but my other way around on how you're thinking about this project is blah 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 blah. So when you are disagreeing, actually you encouraging the other people, or maybe your team member, teamwork, team project, to think also as you. Okay, so meaning to say you want the other people to think out of the box. Okay, when you are disagreeing, you make other people think as you think. Are you get me? Think out of the box. Okay, for the local student, cara kita berfikir, kita membuat orang lain berfikir seperti kita. That's why we are not agree with the others. If you just agree solely, you are not thinking. Are you get me? So you just become the follower. You are not the thinker. Alright. So we're moving to the next one. Okay, the knowledge. The expertise or the knowledge encompasses everything a person know and can do. Of course, we're talking about what the things you know, what the things make you knowledgeable, what the things you are learn. Okay, that's why that is called knowledge. And when you are expert in that kinds of the field or the certain of the thing that you make project whatever, right? So meaning to say, you are mastering it, you learn it systematically, you learn in efficient way. And then knowledge can be acquired in the different ways. Number one, through the formal education. The way you and me today, this is the formal education. You attended the class, I give you lecture, this is the formal education, right? Or maybe attended a training, that is the formal education. Number two, practical experience. This one we go for the simulation, we go for the apprenticeships classes, or we go with the certain of training. that OJT, on the job training. So meaning to say you simulate, you practice in the real situation, in the real industry. And the last one, or interaction with the other people. So meaning in here, you are connect with the others, mentor, mentee, the people who are masterpiece in that area. For example, maybe you want to set up the bakery, right? Or maybe you want to make something like cyber cafe, or maybe you want to make um any idea right now, right? Something like hipster restaurant with the technology, for example. Okay, we use AI, artificial intelligence, for example, robotic to serve you dish. Or maybe they are not using the rider, but the robotic is actually using their own motorcycle to send the delivery to you. Yeah, that is, we invest more on technology, right? So this is how actually we have more knowledgeable in that particular area. Okay, so meaning to say interaction, you have that your contact and also network. All right, so we're moving on to the next one, motivation. I told you just now, motivation, we're talking about the intrinsic. Okay, motivation determines what the person will actually do, meaning to say it drive you, it giving something like you. Okay, I want to go here, right? For example, if you don't, maybe you don't clear out what is motivation all about. It's something like a cue is giving to you how the action be taken to do that. For example, you want to go to McDonald's. For example, this is fasting month, right? Maybe I give another example. Maybe you want to go to shop. Okay, maybe you want to go to printing shop. So there must be have the determination why you want to go to printing shop. I want to print something. So you take a key and then you drive and then you go there. That is motivation. Okay, you want to go there because the purpose you want to print. Or if you can see in here, the two types of the motivation exist. Number one is intrinsic motivation. This is the particular that I mentioned to you just now. It's motivation from inside, such as enjoyment of work. Why I want to do the business? Because I feel passionate. When I'm doing the business, I become happy. Those are the people like that, because not for the such to earn the money, not for the such to survive and to earn a living, but they're passionate to do the business because of the enjoyment. They feel great when we come businesswoman. They feel great when we become businessmen. They feel great when people call them as entrepreneur. They're able to do everything with their bare hand. Are you get me? And then extrinsic motivation, motivation from outside. What kinds of the influence factor they're able to make you become motivated to do that? For example, such financial rewards. This is what the our Malaysia government do right now, because they give some grant to those the new graduates, okay, fresh graduates, in order to encourage. And yeah, majority, I told you before, right? The generation nowadays is not generation follower. They want to become their own boss. So that's why the reason when the government provides such a grant, such a financial reward in order to their joining, and they want to encourage them to join, how to set up in the entrepreneurship process, in the business especially, that make them influence to do that. Sometimes they do as a part-time only, okay, and sometimes when they feel that this is a great income, okay, so they will stop their full-time work and then they proceed and focus on the business. Okay, all right. So we're moving on to the next one, the creativity techniques. So they have the few listed here. So they have problem reversal, force analogy, attribute listing, mind maps, and also brainstorming. Actually, this is the thing that I teach you in the same way, the same point in the entrepreneurship differential question, but it's okay, just recap that. Okay, number one, we're talking about the problem reversal, meaning to say we are not just seeing this as a problem. Okay, the problem we reverse it become opportunity. The problem we reverse is something like the positive one. The problem become the opportunity. The problem become a chance. So the actions of reviewing a problem from the opposite angle. So meaning to say, when you see something, this is totally problem. I hate this thing. This is a problem to me. But when you think, yeah, there are five people wisdom beside this problem. For example, like COVID-19, I can earn some income from this. For example, that is problem reversal. Number two, force analogy, the action of making an association between the two unlike things to obtain a new insight. So meaning to say, sometimes you feel that there is no such thing, the two things can be combined together. Yeah, but it's true. It can be to combine together. Example, maybe you can give me example like this. Okay, for example, before this, there is no in mind like saying that there would be like a Grab food service, right? With no such thing, who will deliver it to us, or maybe the Grab services, Grab driver, maybe some unknown to us. We not even know who these people, but they take us and then we booking the service in order to ride their car, and then they send us to our particular places that we want to go. So this is something that first analogy they combine it together, and then we have the apps, and then the apps might be used by the passenger booking on that, and then you can go to your place rather than you have to waiting for so long taxi. Sometimes you can able to get it right. And then the third one, attribute listing, the identification and listing of all major characteristics of the product, object, or idea. So meaning to say, you list of the prospect product or project that you want to do, okay, and the idea that come, okay, this is possibility that I want to do the product. So maybe this is product A, B until C, or maybe A until Z. That's option which one I want to list. So you give some the significance, the benefits of the product, and then you can go. Okay, and the fourth one, we have the mind map, the visual method of mapping information to stimulate the generation and analysis of it. Okay, so in here we do something like the mind map. I think if for those who don't know what's the mind map, it's something like a graphic, okay, that you just maybe the simple one, you put something like a cloud, and then they have many like a arrow, maybe the cloud A, cloud B, cloud C, D, E, and then you can have the interrelated. And you can see those people who are very creative when they have this mind map. This is how they're picturing, they visualize in their brain, and then they put into the paper. This is how my map, how I'm thinking about this idea. So you can see, oh, they have a very impressive idea from this mind map. Okay, and then the brainstorming. Brainstorming is a good thing because you have some connection with the other people about the idea. And this is something that they stated here in the text. A conference technique by which a group tries to find a specific solution for the specific problem by amazing spontaneous ideas. So meaning to say, during the brainstorming, because what brainstorming is about, we are changing, exchanging the idea between the speaker A, speaker B, and then the sender and receiver is giving something like, oh, it's not only one person to one person, okay, but it's a group. Okay, that's why they say a conference. In conference means to say they must be in a group of people, maybe 5 to 6 in the meeting, for example, or maybe in the virtual meeting, okay, in your group, what we call Google Meet, for example. So they keep on just discussing about the idea, the project, and then yeah, this is spontaneous. Okay, you are not even imagine somehow, and during the meeting, the idea is come. Okay, you throw it out, and people agree this is a good idea, so it's fine. Just go for that. All the go. Okay, and then I'm really excited because it's about the topic of creativity. The factors influencing creativity. Number one, encouragement of creativity. So this is the factors that you want to make sure that everybody has to be encouraged to go for creativity. So let them explore. Okay, if you see the kids nowadays, like mostly in traditional parents, they don't allow when the kids want to do something like painting on the wall, right? So it's my wall, for example, like it's clean. Why you should paint there? But realize me, the thing that they're painting or whatever they do, something like sketching on the wall, is something that what they feel in their mind. But make sure maybe instead of doing some this sketching or do some painting on the wall, maybe you can find out something like a whiteboard for them in order to express the idea. So that is creativity. I know there is a movie saying that something like ADHD, right? The kids autism, sometimes they are very hyper. Every single word they want to jot down, and they want to just color it because this is come from their mind. Okay, that is creativity. So encourage them. There needs to be something like support, especially from the parents and the people, relatives, family members around you. So do with the business. And also number two, we're talking about autonomy. Autonomy, we're talking about a power. When we want to do the creativity, of course we need some the support. Okay, we need some a power that encourage you and boost your motivation. So go for it. Maybe your boss or maybe your managers or head of department say you should go for it. You go for the creativity. You have to give your idea, throw your idea. So this is autonomy. They're giving you some rights in order to express your idea, okay? And they rely on you. That is the best thing. And the third one, resources. We're talking about what the resources need in order to do the creativity. They have many, depends on the industry, what you want to go for it. And then pressure. Of course, we need some pressure in order to make sure that we can think out the box. If we just wait and then waiting the idea come to us, somehow it will become difficult. So in order to have the pressure, actually it push you. Okay, I have to think out the box because the deadline is almost on around the corner. So how I want to think about it? So they will actually pressure you to make you think out the box. I like this. If I feel pressure, then I will like, okay, I have to think like this, okay? And then the mental blocks, okay? So mental blocks in here will actually how to prohibit it, okay? Prohibit you from to think out the box. So that's why don't let your mental blocks, okay? So unless your mental is totally have blocked for the creativity, fine. But if you just discourage yourself to think out the box, to think creativity, it will to think creative, it will become different. So what the point that I want to tell you right now is something like don't let your mental block your mind to think out of the box, okay? Because we don't want to become like lip under the frog, frog under the lip, seperti katak bawah tempurung, dalam bahasa Melayunya. Alright, so this is incremental versus disruptive innovation. Just to bear in mind, let's say we not let's say because this subject we do have the TERS, sorry, midterm take. It's not midterm, it's called task, maybe end of the task. So maybe this is the prospect question that will ask you what is the difference between incremental versus disruptive innovations. So in the incremental innovation, we do have the steady improvement, and then also we do have the based on the sustaining technologies, and then the obedience to the culture, routine, and norms. Okay, maybe I should go for one. Okay, when we're talking about incremental innovation, steady improvement, you have to become, when you have the improvement, you have to become consistent, that is steady, stable. And the second one, based on the sustaining technology, meaning to say the technologies that you rely on your improvement, on your changes, on your innovation must be sustained, meaning to say they are ready for it, okay, whenever you want to do the changes. And then the third one, obedience to the cultural routines and norms. So meaning to say, even you do some changes, they still obey to the single routine and the norms of the maybe organizations, okay, or maybe the particular country, and then can be rapidly implemented. Meaning to say, you can do rapidly, excessive, or currently changes on this, and then immediate gains. Meaning to say, you will gain something immediately, the response, because you can see the innovation, and then develop the customer loyalty. Make sure the customer is accepted what the innovation and changes that you make to the particular product, to make sure that they ignore, sorry, not ignore, they in the know, okay, whatever the changes that you want to do. And then for the disruptive innovation, they are fundamental routine, meaning to say they are start from the basic, okay, they think out the box and then they start it. They will think that why is it might be happen if like this, like this. So it start from the basic one, from the fundamental. And then the second one, based on this disruptive technology. Disruptive technologies, we need to say, it's like stupendous, okay, innovation whereby they have disruptive innovator changes. You think like maybe one day there will be like a post note like this, right? So maybe in the future we do not know, maybe this post note will be together with maybe like a if I'm not mistaken, they have been done. Okay, these post-it notes, they make something like glow in the dark. So meaning to say, when you place it, maybe like in heat like this, right? I don't even say that when I shut off this light, you can't see these sticker notes. But when you buy the glow in the dark, okay, and you can write, you can jot down. At the same time, you can see whatever that be written in here in the dark. Yeah, that is a disruptive technologies. And then the third one, experimentation and play make believe. Meaning to say you make some experiment. Okay, experiment meaning to say you do some simulations to